To today's learning corner, everyone. Our objective in learning corner is to express our thoughts, and then we hope you will learn something today. So let's get it started. Today's topic is very interesting. I think whenever we enter any school, everyone tells us that communication is important, communication is important, communication is important. So today let me give you 6 things which are broken pieces of communication. There is a very simple rule in learning. If you want to learn anything, you have to break that into pieces and then try to attack those pieces one by one. Over a period of time, you will learn it. I mean, think about it. Let's say you want to learn a bicycle. I understand if you're an adult, you don't need to learn the bicycle, but still, if you're a child, let's say you want to learn the bicycle, then what are you trying? You're first trying to just walk with the bicycle. Then you are trying to maybe park the bicycle. You're trying to sit on the bicycle. Then you're trying to pedal it. So I think all these steps exist, which are broken pieces of the learning itself, and then you kind of learn it one by one, and then eventually you master cycling. And then once you learn all that, then you can cycle better, and then you learn to cycle in traffic faster, or whichever way you wish to cycle. That's the point. So I think let's look at communication, or maybe major aspects of communication, through very famous quotes from world renowned, let's say, scientists, business people, or personalities who have lived the life, and then they have expressed their thoughts through the quotes. So we hope you will learn something today. So let's get it started. And by any means, this sequence of 6 quotes is not I think from higher to lowest or lowest to higher, but I think all these 6 communication tips are applicable to each and every one of us who wants to do career, who wants to grow in a career, who wants to understand the team members they work with, and then help each other reach new heights. So let's start with the first one. The first quote, very I think interesting, is by George Bernard Shaw. What he says is, the single biggest problem in communication is the illusion that it has taken place. See, so he highlights very important thing. First thing is, he says there can be problems in communication. We have to do it very carefully. Second thing, the communication should not become an illusion. Right? So what he's saying is, if you communicate something, both the parties or multiple parties who are involved in the communication should fully agree that whatever needs to be communicated has communicated. Let me give you an example. I don't know. I mean, a lot of times I give examples which are I think are important. Sometimes they might be irrelevant, but please try to understand. I think the context of it. There is a very famous movies in 90s. The scene is in a college, and a boy and girl are fighting. They don't like each other, but there is a competition which they both are part of, and then whoever wins has to say "I love you" to the other person. So if the boy loses, the boy will say "I love you." If the girl loses, then the girl will say "I love you." Obviously, they don't like each other, so they don't want to say it. Right? So how does that communication happen? I think that's the perfect example. If you have seen the movie, you'll get what I'm saying. But think about it. Even if the boy loses, he will say "I love you" in a very maybe harsh tone, or maybe in a way which is not expected. So even if the communication has happened, it will become an illusion that it has taken place, but the actual communication has not taken place. I hope you get my point. So I think in any sort of communication in your career, in your growth, or any kind of business dealings, try to avoid this problem that whatever you want to get communicated has to get communicated. Ask the person, are you clear on what is being communicated? So it's just not that you say something and assume that the front person has fully understood it. They may not have understood it, and then in this kind of communication, both parties suffer. So that's the first quote. It's very enlightening for me, and it will help you as well. Let's go to the second one. The second one is about the people you meet or the people you work with. What Robert Frost says is, half of the world is composed of people who have something to say but can't. Let me repeat. So you have something to say, you know everything about the topic, but you cannot express about it. And the half of the other people have nothing to say. So they don't have the skills, they haven't have prepared. That's not the area they work with, but still they keep saying it because they think only saying is important, and they want to simply communicate for the sake of communication. So I think what he mean through this is that communication as a weakness exists for a lot of people, and that's what he kind of divides the world into two: one who know everything but cannot express, and then the other who doesn't know much but kind of keep expressing it for the sake of expressing. And both things are not so good. So whenever you speak or meet with people, try to understand what are they saying. Do they know what they are saying? Are they communicating it well? Or they are just saying for the sake of saying and they don't know the depth of it? I think all these things will help you understand the persons or the team members you are communicating with. And this also is applicable to whenever you go for an interview, whenever you speak with a recruiter, whenever you speak with a hiring manager, whenever you speak with your boss, whenever you speak with your clients, patients, anything, everything. So that's why these things are important. Try to understand what is your style and what is the style of the front person. So this is second one. Let's go to the next one. The third is very interesting. This is the kind of culmination of everything, right? We all know this, but I just wanted to show this to everyone just to make sure that we are all on the same page and I'm communicating what I wish to communicate. And this is the one line which, of all the life skills available to us, communication is perhaps the most empowering. What do we do when we work together? What do we do when we work in a team? When a cricket team is successful, when they work as a team, the communication is set well and the communication empowers each other. Whatever bowlers are saying, then fielders are listening, keepers are listening, and that it helps them empower, and that empowerment kind of brings better bowling, and then probably it brings the team to a win as well. So I think about it. It's very interesting. So all of the life skill communication is the most empowering. I mean, even whenever you speak with your parents, you speak with, I think if you have kids, you speak with kids. If you are a teacher, you speak with the students. If you are a manager, you speak with the team. So communication is most empowering. The way you communicate is very important. So that is the third one. Let's go to fourth one. I hope you are learning something today. I appreciate all of you. If you are listening here, share this with all of your friends, so they will also learn something and learn better about communication, and this will help them grow in their career. Or if you are doing business, I think communication is also very important whenever you do communication with clients, customers, patients, doctors, and a lot more. Let's go to the fourth one. Okay, this is very very critical. Peter Drucker is a very very famous, very very famous for this quote. What he said is the most important thing in communication is hearing what isn't said. I won't say this is beating around the bush, it might be a bit different, but think about it. Lot of times you kind of hear communication whenever you go to friends, you go to business meetings, you speak with different, I think, whatever doctors, patients, maybe medical representatives, and all those, I think. But you should hear what is not said. Let me give you an example. I think hope you will remember through this example. Let's say you gave 500 rupees to a friend of yours, and it has been couple of weeks, so you think, okay, should I call my friend, it's 500 rupees, and you also need the money, right? So you go to your friend, you visit your friend, and then you said that, see brother, I gave you 500, what do you think, I should get my money back, give me my money back. Then your friends start I think conversing, देखो भाई, मैं डैडी के पास गया था, वो थोड़ा डैडी बोले थोड़ा, why do you need money and those kind of things. I went to my mother, वो माँ भी बोले कुछ थोड़ा relatives में health issue है, so she went there, here, there. Chacha also I asked. So please understand my point. I think your friend is telling everything he did. But what is not said is that he is not directly saying that I don't have money right now. Let me repeat. No one will say, it's not, I think, please don't take it otherwise from your friends or my friends or any other friends perspective. I have also a lot of friends, that's not the point, right? But think about it. What people won't say is the direct thing. He is directly not saying that I don't have money. He's saying what efforts he did, what was the outcome of those efforts, but that does not matter, right? What you want to hear is, do you have money? Is it yes or is it a no? If it is yes, I will take that money and I will do whatever I want to do with it. Let's say I want to put petrol in my bike, so I am looking for money. If there is a no, then I should do something else. But in most of the communication or conversations, that is not being said, and you should be able to hear what is not being said. A lot of times, I think, whenever I think candidates go to interview, they think, I'm not getting any feedback on the interview. But think about it, whenever you speak with a recruiter, whenever you speak with a hiring manager or an interview in a company, there will be lot of clues which you would have already received from the hiring manager or recruiter. So you should be able to hear what is not said. No interviewer will directly say that I don't want to hire you. No recruiter will directly say that you are not a fit for this job. But you should be able to hear what is not said by the recruiter or hiring manager. This will help you grow in your career. So that's the fourth one. Let's go forward. This is also very interesting, and then we'll go to last one, which is mentioned by Buddha, and then that is also very critical, not just in your career growth or job search or anything, but it's about life. That's very important. So let's go to the fifth, and then we'll go to the sixth one. So the fifth one is, good words are worth much, but they cost a little. Since childhood, I mean, at least in India, माँ बाप हमेशा बोलते हैं, जो सस्ता है वही खरीदो, जो सस्ता है वही खरीदो. And it's not about maybe my parents, your parents. I think if you go to, see, I have stayed in maybe multiple countries, okay? And then parents all over the world are exactly same, and and now I'm whatever 45 plus or so. So and now I understand this is the very important. Whatever you do, you should always look at what are the options which cost less. I'm not saying you go for an option which is the cheapest. That's not the point. But the point is, don't spend too much on a lot of things. And I think communication is also very similar to it. And what Josh Herbert said is that good words are not costing much actually. I mean, think about it. You go to a friend and speak some good words. How are you, brother? Happy birthday. I heard last week your birthday was there. I'm glad. I wish you, your family, everyone good health and happy birthday to you. So these are good words. They don't cost anything, but their worth is very high, because your friend will remember. He will feel that this is a good guy, and then he wished me well on my birthday with a very clean heart. So they are worth more, but they cost a very very little thing. Now the sixth, last and I think one, but very very important is mentioned by Buddha. Let's go for it. So what Buddha said is, whatever words we utter should be chosen with care, for people will hear them and be influenced by them for good or ill. So whatever you say, whatever, let it be in a family setting, let it be in a business setting, let it be in a maybe a political setting. You're speaking with your friends, you're speaking with your business partners, you're speaking in a meeting where of 100 people, you are speaking at a networking session, everything. You're a manager doing, I think, management of 10 people. So whatever you speak and whatever words you choose, people will hear them and they will get influenced by them. And just be careful, because they can be influenced on both ways, both on good as well as for not so good reasons. So I think that's the kind of power of words. That's the power of communication. And I always think about these things in a business meeting. You go wherever, I think, or maybe in some sort of, then you look at the room, what is mood of the room, what communication people are having, what is the tone with which people are speaking. Are people speaking in an angry mode? Are they speaking in too much of a joy mode? It shouldn't look like a comedy. Or what is the body language of people, how they are sitting. So all these things, I think. So look at the words which are used, and if you are using those words, you should choose those words very very carefully, because people will get influenced by those words for good and not so good reasons. This is very important. And these are the kind of 6 quotes. I wish you like this learning corner. I believe you have learned something today, and I promise in coming sessions also you'll learn a lot. And thank you for listening.